fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. Come we go MIA somewhere far from this bush. Let's fly a million miles away somewhere, just me and you. I don't care where we go, as long as so far, so far, so far from here. It's about time I took a little trip.
Bless up, everybody. It's Big Maul back with the final episode of Get It Together with Big Maul of 2024. Man, oh man, this year has flown by. My goodness, man. It seems like it was yesterday. I was doing the final episode for 2023, and we stepped into the new year of 2024, and we talked about our goals. We talked about the things that we wanted to change, and just the things we wanted to accomplish and whatnot in 2024, things we expected. And first and foremost, I pray that you crossed off everything that you had on that goals list and you experienced all the things that you wanted to experience in this year of 2024. But if not, man, listen, carry that momentum. Whatever you didn't do this year, carry that same momentum, that same mindset, and continue to just level up in 2025. You know, there's nothing to it but to do it. I've been trying to get back into the swing of things, as I mentioned on the last episode. Towards the end, we went on a cruise, me, my wife, my brother, his wife, my mother-in-law, father-in-law. Like, man, my mom, my daughter. It was amazing. Okay, it was fun. We went to Benami, Bahamas. We went to the beach and whatnot, and man, we got some good vibes. It was a little chilly, just chilly enough for me to not want to like really be in the water like that. But the weather was nice. Like I said, the vibes were good, the food was good. It was my mom and my daughter's first cruise, so they enjoyed themselves, and it was just nice to be around family, and saw some familiar faces from around my hometown, so that was cool. And yeah, man, it was a great time. So enjoyed that. And I'm going to get back into the gym, get back into my routine, and I'm excited about doing that as well, because the last 2 weeks I took time off from the gym intentionally, just to recalibrate and reset my mental and my physical, because I've been pushing myself very, very hard in the gym, and just being so engulfed into my routine. And I just want to take a step back. And when you're in that mode with working out over anything, man, it's very important to take steps back, or take time off. I don't want to say take steps back, but take time off. It's very important to just chill, take a step back, and just rest, and recharge those muscles, whether it be mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, whatever. And but I'm excited to get back into it. And so yeah, man, it's just crazy, like I said, how fast this year has flown by. And you learn a lot, you lose some, you win some. Hopefully your perspective in this year has changed, because we often view losses as just that, a loss. Oh man, I didn't get that job. I didn't do good in my business. I lost out. I lost my car, or I lost my home. We get caught up in losses. We get caught up in shortcomings, and we view them as losses. We love to say we took an L. I took an L last month. I took an L. I took a lot of L's this year. I want to change that narrative going into 2025. I don't want to put that terminology as far as taking L's go. I want to change it from losses to lessons. I took some lessons. You know what I'm saying? We have to change our outlook, on when things don't go necessarily our way, the way that we may have seen it or planned it, because we get upset and we get down on ourselves because we expected this to happen, but it didn't happen, or we expected it to happen a certain way, but it didn't happen our way. It happened in a different way, and we forget that God is in control and He knows best. We think we get ahead of ourselves sometimes, and we start feeling ourselves. We start talking a little different. Our swag's a little different, and we start being a little boastful. Unintentionally sometimes we get a little boastful, and a little pride kicks in, and we start saying we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this and that. Now, I'm not saying to not be positive and not speak highly of yourself and not, you know, try to speak life into whatever it is that you're trying to do. But if it doesn't happen in the way that you envisioned it, okay, try to think and change your perspective. Okay, well, it didn't happen like that, but it happened like this. What is God trying to show me? What is God trying to teach me? Where is the lesson here? Where is that silver lining? What is the lesson? What is this teaching me about myself? Or what is this teaching me about my mindset? How or what will I gain from this? How or where or what can I use in order for me to continue to grow in life and in a positive direction? What is the lesson here? That L is the lesson. What is the lesson here? It took me a while to come to terms with thinking like that, because as soon as, like I said, things don't go our way, we get upset, and we start, whoa, woe was me, and we start thinking negative, and we start talking negative, and we start thinking, oh, well, this didn't go right, then that means nothing will ever go right for me. And then we get into that mindset of, nothing ever goes right for me, man. What am I doing wrong? Why is this happening to me? Well, no, it's happening for you. And you may not notice, you may not catch it right then and there, because your emotions are high, of course. And then for number two, maybe it's not that season for you to know exactly why this is happening for you. Sometimes God does not reveal why something is happening for us in that moment. We just have to sit in patience with that, and then sit in our faith and be comfortable in knowing that whatever God has designed for us, whatever God is doing for us, is for our higher good. It is for the betterment of our life and our advancement, our growth in life. But in order to receive that, we have to acknowledge that He's in control. We also have to acknowledge that we have faith in that. We're going to be patient. And whenever that time happens for Him to reveal whatever it is that He's doing for us, we'll sit and be patient in that, and we will continue to serve Him. We'll continue to just be obedient, and that lesson will reveal itself. And then we'll have that moment where the light bulb goes off on the top of our heads, and we say, oh, that's what that lesson was. Thinking back on it in hindsight, now I know exactly why He did what He did. Now I know why that had to happen in order for this to happen. Had that not happened, I wouldn't have had the knowledge to do what I'm doing now, or to respond the way in which I'm responding now. Had that not happened, that happened for me. There's my lesson. And it's important to think that way. It's important to understand just that there's always a lesson. There's always something that we can learn. There's always something that we can take from when things happen in our life that we didn't see coming. You can prepare all you want for a storm. We can't dictate if the power goes out or not. We cannot dictate if our car wants to crank up or not. Sometimes we can make sure we have the batteries. We can make sure that our parts are all fixed and they're all current and nothing is wrong. If our car doesn't want to crank up and it doesn't, then guess what? It's out of our control. We have to take it to a mechanic, right? unless we know exactly what it is, unless we can diagnose what's going on with our vehicle. We take it to a mechanic because we trust that the mechanic, he's a professional. He or she knows exactly what to do and knows exactly what's going on. They're more knowledgeable than us. We trust that mechanic. Well, the same way that you trust that mechanic to fix your car, the same way you trust that doctor to figure out what's going on with you, the same way you trust your children's teachers to teach your children what they need to know. We got to trust God with our life. We have to trust God in our plans. We have to trust God in our day to day. We just have to. We got to put our faith in God. We have to put our faith that He knows exactly what's best for us, even if we don't realize what it is that He's trying to teach us in the moment. And we cannot beat ourselves up if we don't know. It's okay if we don't know what God is showing us in the moment of when we feel like we're taking an L. It's okay. And you're going to get frustrated. You're going to get frustrated when certain things happen. But if we change our perspective, instead of, why is this happening to me? Change it to, why is this happening for me? What is happening for me right now? What is this teaching me? You can sit there and think about it. You can try to figure it out. And if you don't, that's okay. Be patient and understand that there will be a season where it will all come together. That season may come in a week or two or a month or two, and it may be a year from that moment. But just know, when you're patient, when you understand that He's working on your behalf at all times, then in between that moment of wondering what's going on and figuring it out, He is going to keep you steady. He is going to keep you comfortable. He is going to keep you afloat. And He's going to keep you protected. You're going to stay covered. And then that season will come and you'll have that moment. And then you'll say, you know what? Thank you, Lord, for keeping me through this time where I was confused, where I didn't know what was going on. You still kept me. I didn't lose my mind. I didn't go crazy. I didn't go off the deep end. I stayed focused in my journey, even though I was unsure about what was going on. You kept leading me and directing me. I didn't lose myself, and now I'm here. Boom. Trust. But don't worry about when you take the L. And when I say taking the L, I'm not talking about the loss. I'm talking about the lessons. And that goes with people too. You lose people that you've grown with your entire childhood, and you guys go your separate ways, whether you fall out or if it's just growing apart, and it stings and it hurts and you're unsure about what happened sometimes. But trust that there's a better, bigger, more invigorating, more thrilling, more impactful plan that will make you feel incredible. It'll make you feel out of this world. So just trust. Trust in that, man. That's why I want you guys to change your perspective going into 2025. There will be no losses. There will be lessons. There will be gains. There will be growth. There will be wisdom. There will be leveling up. There will be ascension. But in order to experience these things, in order to feel these things, you will have to relax and let go. Lose control. There was a song growing up. Um uh and my 90s babies will know this song. It was Missy Elliott and Fat Man Scoop, rest in peace. And it was Music Makes You Lose Control. and it was Fat Man Scoop saying music makes you lose control, and also Sierra was in that song too, and the chorus went like something like music makes you lose control, music makes you lose control. Allow your faith, allow just your trust and your love for your Lord and Savior let you lose control. Lose control of trying to have it figured out. Lose control of getting upset and wanting to just spaz out, because that's not going to make anything worse. Yeah, you're going to get mad, and you might think in the moment that this is going to make me feel better because I'm letting this rage out, I'm letting this aggressiveness out. It's not going to make you feel better, man. It's not. You're going to just you're gonna find out after you get mad, after you punch the wall, after you throw things, after you cuss somebody out. You're gonna look and see that the problem, the issue, the loss, quote unquote, that you're taking is still the same. It hadn't changed. You lashed out, you got your blood pressure rising, you're breathing heavy, your heart's beating, you got veins popping out of your neck. You've done all this stuff, and that same issue that you're looking at, that same issue that's bothering you, is still there. Nothing's changed. Now, but if you change your perspective, I'm drilling that word into your heads. If you change your perspective, what is this teaching me? Realize that it's happening for you in the moment that you may not know why. If you do understand why, if you do figure out why, that's awesome. But if you don't, you don't. But if you change your perspective to those positive things, positive ways of thinking, you will view the issue as opportunity. Okay, what can I do? How can I make the situation better? What can I take from this situation right now? What can I do right now? Yeah, it's not immediately. Yeah, my car's not fixed right now. Yeah, my car's not working right now. Yeah, I may have lost that money. Yeah, that person we may have split up. Yeah. But what is this teaching me? Let's use this opportunity for growth. Let's use this opportunity to catch some wisdom. That's the lesson. That's the lesson. Realizing that you can gain something from it. And then you'll have your story to tell. Eventually, you'll have your story to tell. And what you learned from it, what you gained from it, how you grew from it. You'll have that story. But you got to wait and be patient. And just allow God to do his work. Just allow it to happen. When that mechanic is fixing your car, you don't constantly call that mechanic and ask him, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" Yeah, you trust. You trust that mechanic is going to call you when that car is done. That mechanic is going to call you and say, "Hey, we're done with your car. You can come pick it up." You'll continue to call that doctor with your lab results. Hey, are my lab results in now? I need to know what's going on. Are my lab results in now? Hey, are you done? Are you done running tests? No. You get impatient, but you wait. You wait. And you wait. And eventually you get your results. Eventually you figure out what's going wrong with you. And then you take the next steps forward. But you put trust in these people. We don't put trust in God. And these people that we are putting trust in, that mechanic, that doctor, that teacher, these people aren't perfect. These people are human just like you. And we're placing our trust, our faith in them. And we're not placing our faith and trust in God. That's crazy. Change your perspective. Take the L, the lessons. So when you hear me say I took an L, I didn't take a loss, I took a lesson. Took a lesson. Okay? And the more you continue to have this type of mindset, the more wisdom you'll gain. And when you take a L, you'll have more wisdom and ways of handling it in a better way than going off the deep end. 2025 is right around the corner. Y'all be blessed, man. If you go out and party, whatever, just be safe. If you're gonna go out and drink, call an Uber, have someone that's gonna drive you home. But just be safe and follow that gut feeling. If you do go out to a club, if you go out and do whatever it is, just follow that gut feeling, man. Don't go against that intuition or go against, that discernment. So, but y'all be blessed. We gonna see y'all in 2025. Um, bring it in with some prayer, bring it in with God, bring it in with people that matter. And if you won't be with people that matter, if you won't be just by yourself, then hey, celebrate it by yourself and God and pray. And thank y'all as always, man. I love y'all so much. And 2025, we bigger and better. I love y'all. Peace.